What's up, guys? Jeff from DETRAILERS. So, are you thinking of starting a mobile wash business, or are you already doing it? If you're already doing it, what do you think about the market right now? How's it going for you? I talk to people every day, and a lot of people are saying that they've got more work than they can deal with, and a lot of people are saying that it's tough. And that can be a lot of dynamics. That can be wherever they are located, how they are marketing their business, how they're operating, what their model is, what they're cleaning. I mean, there's a lot of variables there that can be affecting that. But I can tell you, on the whole, I think the market is still very strong right now for a mobile wash business. A mobile wash business, that is a blanket description for what we build. Mobile wash, it's just, we've gotten to the point where we don't just say that we build pressure wash or soft wash systems anymore, just because there's so many other units that we build for. We build for solar panel cleaning and big rigs. We built a unit about a month ago, and it was used in a shipyard for spraying off a specific item that they use on large ships. It's broad, and you kind of should have that mentality when going into it. Something that happens quite a bit is somebody will come to us and say, hey, we want you to build us a rig for X, and they end up not even doing X. They end up doing Y and Z and A and B and C. There's really no way around that. I mean, your idea might be that you want us to build you a rig for soft washing, and you end up getting into soft washing, and something else presents itself, and you go in a completely different direction. It doesn't happen all the time, doesn't happen often, but it happens quite a bit, to where people are getting set up for what they think they're going to be doing, and they end up finding something completely different. Case in point, had a customer come to me, wanted us to build a soft wash rig, and he ended up getting a huge account that took all of his time with one of the major sanitation companies in the area where he lived, and now all he does is the bins, cleans the trash bins, doesn't even touch soft washing. Has the capability to do it, but he is so busy with the trash can cleaning, and it's, as far as making money, it's very efficient. I think he said basically his hourly that he's getting paid is about $200 an hour when he factors in everything, drive time and what have you, and how much he's bringing in a week, and what his expenses are and outlays, and so on and so forth. So if you guys are new to starting, if you're just looking in now to starting a mobile wash business, it is really a great business to get into. Now, I'm biased. I built the systems. Of course, I'm going to tell you that, right? Well, yes and no. I mean, I'm probably one of the more honest people in this industry that sells equipment. I will never tell you to buy something I don't think you need. I do a lot of research once I start talking to someone and find out where they are calling me from, where they're going to be operating, kind of look into their market. And I've done this many times. If I look into where they are based or where they want to operate, and their market is really depressed, and it's going to be hard for them to make dough, and there's not a lot of industry there, and I just usually get the feeling like, I don't know, I've actually, more than you would think, I've talked people out of building a rig. I remember saying to people, hey, I'd love to take your money and build you a system, but I don't know how long it's going to take you to get your return. I don't think this business is a good fit. I have a conscience, unfortunately. So anyway, my point I was going to make there is, a mobile wash business is great because once you get the equipment out of the way, once you buy the system, nearly all of what you're going to be bringing back in is going to be profit. Once you pay your rig off, whatever that cost may be, it's going to be anywhere from about $7,500 up and well into the 20s. Some of the rigs we build are in the mid 30s and touching $40,000, just depending. Those are usually very elaborate rigs. And I will never talk you into more rig than I think you need. I will guide you and say this rig will do great for you now, and it'll be great to grow into. Here are its limitations. I think you should have this. You can add this later on in the future, but I won't ever oversell you into whatever it is. But getting back to my point, once you pay for that rig, get that cost out of the way. Besides, your costs are going to be chemicals and fuel. It's going to be chemicals for whatever you're cleaning. It's going to be fuel for the rig and fuel for your tow vehicle. But when you sit down and look at what that's going to cost you per day, and when you look at what the business can bring in during the day, daily or weekly, what have you, it's really hard to beat this business model. So I don't know. Everybody's situation's different. If you're watching this video, you're thinking about it. If I can answer any questions, call me anytime. I try and answer the phone as much as possible. I'm the guy that does all the quoting. I've been in this industry for 40 years. And we can talk. I usually, first call with people is usually an hour-long call, just figuring out, answering their questions, but also figuring out what they want to do and their budget and all that good stuff. We ship nationwide. I like to say nationwide, because when I say we ship worldwide, I think maybe people, I don't know, have trouble believing that. But yeah, I've shipped systems all over the world. Anyway, we ship nationwide, cash, credit card, financing. Let's talk. Call me anytime. Check out the website. I've got 2 going right now, www.DETRAILERS.com and www.DETRAILERS.net. .com is going to be more about starting the business. The .net site is more about just the systems, like if you're already in business and you're just looking for a rig, or you're going to try and go it alone, you just want a system, and you'll figure out all the ways to get started, which I don't recommend. There's so many mistakes to be made when starting up a business. But me personally, I'm very passionate about getting people started, but also keeping them going. I don't like to see people wash out, buy a rig, and it doesn't work out for them. And that happens, but that's really rare. I can only think of about maybe 10 times out of the thousands of systems that we've built where somebody bought it and it wasn't the right fit for them, or it didn't work out, or they weren't making money. That's not to say they didn't operate it for 2 or 3 years and then decided they want to get out of it. But I can't remember the last time somebody bought something and it just failed from the beginning. That's another great thing about this business. So anyway, get a hold of me. My name's Jeff. Company's DETRAILERS. Let's talk soon. Take care.